Trump news. As part of their Labor Day campaign, Trump and Harris are visiting swing states. During the holiday, after her CNN interview, Kamala Harris will travel to Pittsburgh and Detroit to continue her campaign. A Moms for Liberty event and a rally in Pennsylvania are on the agenda for today for Donald Trump. Catch up on the 2024 race with this update. The presidential campaigns of former President Donald J. Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris are racing across swing states and appealing to party bases as they enter the traditional homestretch of American politics, the Labor Day weekend. While speaking with CNN's Dana Bash on Thursday, Ms. Harris pledged to turn the page on the last decade of ugly divisions and divisions that have been contrary to where the soul of our country actually rests. The interview lasted 27 minutes. While campaigning, Mr. Trump referred to her as incompetent and later used the term boring to describe her online. Vice President Kamala Harris had her first interview to a national news source since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee on Thursday, and Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance criticized her performance. During her appearance on Fox and Friends this morning, Vance criticized Harris for being evasive when questioned about her changing positions, such as her stance on a fracking ban. In his opinion, she clarified yesterday how she had reconsidered her stance by answering one question. It has a lot of confusing words. Vance repeated Harris's pledge on Friday morning's Fox and Friends that she, too, would select a Republican to her cabinet, following her Thursday statement in the CNN interview. His response to the question of whether a Trump-Vance administration would follow suit was simple: of course, we would. As evidence of the Republican ticket's crossover appeal, Vance cited the recent endorsements of Trump by former Democrats Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard. One of the most important issues for Democrats, abortion rights, will be the center of a bus tour that the Harris team has announced plans to launch. On Tuesday in Palm Beach, Florida, the home of former President Donald J. Trump, Senator Amy Klobuchar of Minnesota will make her first stop. According to the promotion, the tour would be making 50 stops this fall. The seating arrangement of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Vice President Kamala Harris during their Thursday night television appearance gave the impression that Walz was twice her height. Mr. Walz, on the other hand, knew his primary mission: keep your running mate in the spotlight. Despite the little time he had to talk, about 705 words, he skillfully skirted inquiries about himself and his past comments and exaggerations while arguing for a more general topic. Although his team wasted little time in denying that former President Trump's Thursday comments did not reflect his voting intentions, they did imply that he may back a ballot initiative to expand abortion rights in Florida, the state he now calls home. Questioned about his stance on Amendment 4, a bill that would protect the right to abortion before viability, typically around 24 weeks of pregnancy, Republican presidential contender Donald Trump was speaking to NBC during an interview.